Yo, what's up everybody? It's your homeboy Nagamuzu. I'm here with Virgo Durai. We're here at Chibi Cards and Games, and so for those of you guys who know Virgo Durai, it might be a surprise to you to find out that he actually plays card games. He does not just do DBZ stuff.
I have Vanguard on my channel.
Yeah, I know, but what do people always watch?
DBZ and Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. Some people see that and they go, "Oh, sorry, that's not a freezer race." That is what you play, isn't it?
No, I play Earthling female.
Earthling, really? Earthling female. Putting in that work? Putting that bit of work in?
Scala, man, Scala.
Alright. This is a Vanguard interview, so sorry for all of the salty fans. I'm doing an interview with him on his thoughts on Oracle Think Tank, which is a clan in Vanguard, what he runs in his deck, and how he feels it compares in the current meta. So, first question. How long have you been playing Oracle Think Tank?
Oracle Think Tank was the first deck I picked up, Safiya deck. I love that deck. I ran Amaterasu and Safiya, and basically everybody comes out, gets plus 4K. I would try to set it up so I would always have 3 cards on swing, get an extra 4K when I did swing, just to throw numbers around at my opponent. I also loved Amaterasu for her divination skills and being able to check the top card of the deck.
Okay. So what really drew you to Oracle Think Tank originally?
Seeing Misaki play, I gotta say it might have been that Oracle Guardian Hermes drew me to OTT. And he's not even a card. He's not even a card.
The card that doesn't even exist?
The card doesn't exist. When he came out, he was like, and he's like, show me your hand, oh, what's the top card of your deck? Heal trigger, bottom. So like, I love the way that Misaki plays. She thinks, she analyzes, and I'm a very analytical person. That's what I pride myself on doing, so.
Okay, so, do you feel that Oracle Think Tank can keep up in the current meta?
Yes and no. The Tsukiyomi build, as you know, the grade 4 Stride Tsukiyomi is going to come out, and it's basically going to make a hyper stack. It's going to have that going on, but the issue I have with Oracle Think Tank is they literally draw cards and they don't do anything else, whereas other clans draw cards and do everything else. So you have like Kagero, which they don't necessarily draw to plus, but they cycle through their deck and they pop cards on your side of the field. You have Gear Chronicle, who, now with Stride, everybody's drawing extra cards. But you have Gear Chronicle now have the crit trigger, combined with the draw triggers that you can add. So everyone's drawing cards in some way, form, or fashion. Oracle Think Tank is the one deck that actually keeps the cards, but in terms of actual offense, it's like 0. It's none. We have Silent Tom, but now every other clan is getting a 9K Silent Tom, so being forced to run 8K boosters, things like that. A lot of the things in the deck don't work the way you want them to in clutch moments. You can have all the hand, but if you can't put away your opponent, then what does it matter?
Okay, what would be the closest thing you would describe to a really relevant build right now of Oracle Think Tank?
The closest thing to relevant that I felt was Magus. Magus, because even though I'm not sitting there doing things to my opponent, I'm controlling my triggers. And I was expecting that these new cards that they brought out were going to let you stack back on top of the deck, but they don't. So it would be Magus first, then the Tsukiyomi combined with the Susanoo stack. But I think Magus was very relevant in the fact that you could control when you were going to hit a crit, you could bluff your opponent, you could add cards to your hand as you pleased, and it was way smooth, way smooth.
Okay. So what do you think Fighters Collection is going to do for Oracle Think Tank?
In terms of the Tsukiyomi build, you're going to see a lot of that going on. Tsukiyomi Tom's definitely going to come back. The draw power is definitely going to increase because people are going to be running Susanoo with Tsukiyomi. The stack is going to increase, and because of how fast the stack is going to go through, you're probably going to see a little more drop and draws. You might see some luck birds. You might see people tossing in more psychic birds just to get to their stack quicker, and then you're going to see stack on stack on stack. But to be honest, there's going to be pretty much no Legion going on with OTT anymore.
Does the Legion mechanic really counteract what OTT's trying to do?
They counteract with the stack for Tsukiyomi completely, because you shuffle your deck. Same thing with Lozenge Magus, Spear Magus. You shuffle your deck. Anything that shuffles your deck ruins your stack. If I have a stack of 4 crit triggers and I know they're going to come up and I want to stride and triple crit your face off, if I shuffle, it now leaves it up to probability as opposed to control, which OTT do.
Okay. I just want to ask you to weigh in a little bit on a couple rumors that have been flying around. First rumor, do you think that we're going to get new forms that retain similar or the same names of the units that are getting support or being named in Fighters Collection, like Overlord, and like the name cards like Ezel.
When you say Overlord, yes.
Okay, Overlord shouldn't even be in that question, but I mean like the other ones.
The other ones, I'm not quite so sure, but I'm like 1,000,000,000% sure Overlord's definitely getting something because he now has like, what, 10 incarnations? Probably Phantom Blast or something is going to get something. But in terms of like, they redid Tsukiyomi, which honestly was a big part of Misaki's deck, but her main thing was Amaterasu. So in terms of bringing back the OG cards, like the MLBs, the Amaterasus, the Giraffas, even, I'm not quite so sure about that.
Okay. Second thing, what do you think will be the next Legend deck to get released?
The next Legend deck, I honestly want it to be OTT because Misaki is flipping GOAT Legend. But they're probably going to end up making it Golds.
Well, they said that the Legend decks are going to be as if the main character, because as far as Bushiroad's concerned, Vanguard and Vanguard G are two separate series. So the Legend deck is just a deck as if one of those characters from Vanguard was still playing in G.
So as if Aichi was still playing in G.
What do you think you'd be using, Golds or Royals?
He'd be using Golds.
Golds?
He'd be using Golds.
Okay.
Because technically he never went back to Royals.
Well, he did in the movie.
In the movie. But that could or could not be canon.
Well, I believe it's being treated as canon, actually.
Well, we treated GT as canon for a while. Alright.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, last question. What would you like Bushi to do for OTT in the future?
Not just for OTT, but like the undersupported clans, the Nubatamas, the OTTs, the Mega Colonies, the Great Natures, the Angel Feathers. There are a lot of undersupported clans in this game, and you know, you go on Card Fight area, you try to build a deck. Look at the Kagero deck list compared to everything else. Like, Kagero has so much support, and it's not even that it's crappy support. It's all viable. You can make so many decks from Kagero. You can also, you know, then you have Shadow Paladins, which got a lot of support. Link Jokers, which got like a hyper much support. Now they're about to get more support. You got these clans that are over supported, and then you got these clans that are just kind of teetering. And you know, it's people like us who want to play what we want to play, but we're forced to have to switch over. Now, granted, you can adapt, but in terms of consistency and things like that, Kagero is made to be consistent. And that consistency issue really started with Novell. It was more consistent than other decks, but with Novell it started being really consistent. And you know, then you start releasing all of this Overlord support. As long as we have an Overlord, you have a need for an Overlord. Burnout's always going to work. You have things like that. With OTTs, you have Battle Sister cards that are specific. You have Magus cards that are specific. Then you have like the vanilla non-subclan cards. So none of the stuff really links up. If you're going to do what you did for Kagero for everybody else, I'd appreciate that.
Alright, so you like some more support. Alright.
Legitimate support, not crappy support.
I mean, you know, you might get like a 9K G-Break Silent Tom.
I probably won't.
It'll probably be G-Break 3.
Probably. Yeah, it'll probably be G-Break all. It'll say G-Break all. Get Silent Tom effect if you counterblast one. You know,
or just, you know, reveal top card of your deck. If you call it right, you get Silent Tom effect.
See, now that I like that. See, why can't we have that? Why can't OTT go off of their divination? I like their divination, I like their stacking. They need to make that their strength. Drawing is no longer just enough anymore. Having a large hand isn't enough because there are different cards that do different things. I mean, you think about the Link Joker, the Pale Moon, Link Joker, and Pale Moon, Link Joker, Narukami, and Gear Chronicle mechanic, where they climb based on their effects going off. We only have one card that does that, which is the sword was what is it? The angel thing. I can't remember, but every card you draw, it gets plus 1K. That's it. That's all we get. And OTTs don't draw that much per turn. So you get your first turn draw, and it goes up to 9K. Most other stuff is add cards to your hand. It's not draw cards. So boosting units is very difficult. In OTT, we have really low attack power. So I would like something to be, you know, maybe based on how many cards you have in your hand, based on how many times you draw, based on how many cards you add to your hand, effects based that way.
So you'd like to see OTT do more OTT things?
Yes. Yes.
You'd like to see more support that supports the deck actually doing what the deck does.
Yes.
All right.
Same for these undersupported clans. Like we get like, for example, Mega Colony. They always have like that main guy that's like, this can't stand, and then the rest of it's like, hi, we're here too. We're bugs. So, nah.
Well, I mean, as a Mega Colony player, I'm actually working on a really sick deck list to make use of the new Stride.
And it won't beat Kagero. It's just saying. Hey man, Overlord too strong. What, now we got the Ace. What's next?
The car payment?
Overlord has more incarnations than Pokemon games.
Alright, let's take it back off here, because I'm interviewing you for OTT, and you've talked about Kagero more than you've talked about OTT.
F them Kagero.
Alright, so we might as well title this the Kagero Assault video.
F the Kagero. But no, in terms of OTT, yes, I do want to see them do more OTT things. Since everyone else is getting a Silent Tom, can we have our card back? I want them to stop duping our cards to other clans, like the Luckbird thing, like that was us, and then next thing you know, everyone has Luckbird, and now Silent Tom, like that was one thing OTT had, Silent Tom, and now everybody else has Silent Tom. Really, we don't have anything.
And then new players think that OTT copies everybody else.
Yeah, we don't have anything that's exclusive to us anymore, really, except for, draw cards. And then there are cards in other clans that allow you to draw cards. Think of Great Nature. You can draw 11 cards in a turn. That's nuts. OTT doesn't have that draw power. So, like...
or you got, Dimension Police, Laurel.
You got Dimension Police that pop a unit and draw 3 cards. What are we doing right now? What is OTT? Why is OTT even a clan?
That's a really good question. I mean, we've saw that Misaki still owns our OTT deck, and she still owns the Genesis deck. For all we know, we could get 2 Legend decks out of the deal for that.
I don't think they're going to give Misaki a Legend deck. You remember last season where she was like, I'll card fight you? They were like, sit down. It's my turn. Like,
well, no, they said all of the past main characters are going to be
getting... They don't
consider
consider her a main character.
I mean, the fact that they said main characters, you'd expect Aichi to get it, but, Ren got the first one.
They don't consider her a main character. Leon's gonna get it. Leon's gonna get something before Misaki does.
Leon's girls will probably get one before Misaki does.
Bruh, that dude with the bandages and the little Illuminati eye thing is gonna get one before Misaki does. I don't even remember him. I just remember he was on a roof fighting Leon. That was it. I don't remember the bug dude, the little he's gonna get.
Alright. I think the amount of salt in this video is getting a bit too high. Alright, this is your man Nagamuzu. I'm interviewing Virgo Durai. Like, comment, subscribe for even more crazy card fight madness.
Yeah, and if you're on my channel and you like card fight, please subscribe to this guy. He's great. I play him all the time. He owes me money. So
I do not.
Subscribe to him. Remind him on every video, comment, like, and tell him to pay me my money. Virgo's broke.
Alright, peace out.